Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison Architect plus Alpha 19 episode 4. In the previous episode we made this cell block here, our nice apartment building. We also made these buildings here, this one down here, and placed all of these trees with our nice forestry area. Look at that, we've got saplings in and all sorts, and then what we'll do is, once they're fully grown, we will slay them, chop their head off, drag their corpse into here, and then saw them up into little pieces, and then use them to, you know, construct beds and things like that. Seems really dodgy when you actually describe it like that, but that's technically what we'll be doing to the trees. We'll be making things with them in the workshop. Anyway, in this episode, we will be building more things, hopefully getting prisoners, but we'll see about that, because this is unlike anything else I've ever made, so it's taking a little bit more time than normal. And changing things around. So, first thing, this is now Genericsville, apparently. That was there was several comments about the names for this because I did ask for it, and Genericsville is apparently what it is called. Also, a lot of people said I should put lights all over the place, and I think that's great. I actually agree. So, let's put some lights, basically in places where there would be sort of, not shop windows, but along here, but just in places where it sort of makes sense there being lights. Basically, if there's an entrance, like a door, then we're putting lights there. And I really like that idea. That's very, very good. So, let's go and put them pretty much everywhere. Obviously, not all of these will be powered up because it's a little bit problematic in that sense because you have to run cable and that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm basically going to put lights wherever there's a doorway. Like that. There we go. Double lights, I think, on either side. I know someone's basically said, oh, you should put one to, like, the left of the doorways, so it's like a porch light. But I like it being on both sides, I think. I think that makes just it'll look okay, I think. These ones, obviously, a little bit different. We'll put them like that. Oh, no, this is a little bit dodgy. I'm not going to put them in here like that. I think the exports ones, we won't put any lights in there. I don't think I'll want that, but I'll put them here. There we go, and we'll put lights pretty much all the way around. Mainly because, you know, if I put one light, it will look nice. But I must confess, if I just put one, it'll look nice. But when I put more than one, like I've done now, in the dark it'll look really nice. So that's what we're gonna go for, really, because it already looks nice in the daytime, but we'll make it look nice in the nighttime as well. Right. This area here is our solitary area, and as someone rightly pointed out, although we have a holding cell here which has got like sort of 2 showers and like 2 toilets and stuff, it would be wrong to put beds in there, and I agree. And they also said that it would be sort of wrong to put the to have the solitary area, like this is our solitary area here, to have this as it is with just like basically a cage. That's what it is, and I agree. I think we should change that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change it so we'll have it a little bit bigger, and we'll have something like perhaps like 1 bed in it or something like that. But it's going to be a little bit bigger. It's not going to be cell size. It's just going to be that size. So pretty much like that, and I should be able to fit a couple in. Sadly, that one's a little bit bigger than what it really should be, but that's as big as I can get it in there. So we'll have, oh, that's actually the wrong size as well. We'll drag it like that, then do that. So we'll have a bed at the back, and then this here. So there's not even a toilet in it. It's just going to have a bed in it, but this will still be solitary. Obviously, this one here we'll have to change. This one at the back, for some reason, it'll be a little bit larger, but that's okay. I can handle that. Don't worry, I can live with that. And then this one at the back should be the right size. Yes, it is. There we go. So the solitary, this was a room that we didn't really have any use for, I don't believe. I can't think of a use that, or think of what use it was going to have. So at least now it does sort of serve a purpose. In fact, is that the right size? Yeah, it is the right size. Yes, okay. There we go. In fact, if we really wanted to, we could have that one a little bit bigger as well. Why not? Why not? We might as well do it like that. So there we go. That's going to be solitary. So it's a fairly large solitary. But it's okay. It does function. It does function, which is the main thing. Right, so you can see they're all coming along to... these are coming along to place trees. Let me speed up to max speed. There we go. And we will just check our bureaucracy. Gonna get... Probably... we need armory at some point. We also need patrols. And we also... I'm going to try and get clone because, as somebody rightly pointed out, Trying to make these is a little bit annoying, and clone tool might work, and yes, it might work, it might, but because the clone tool is only specific size, it might not also work, so I'm going to try it, and we'll see what happens, won't we? Right, so I've speed up to max speed, so you can see they're running around trying to place all of these crates here. As you can see, there's a lot of crates for them to sort this stuff out. What are all these? There's just trees in them, yeah, they're just going to come along with more trees. As you can see, we've got a couple of trees to place, and I think I've got, how many gardeners? I have 6 gardeners in total, so that's okay. Right, I'm going to go to objects and to probably large window. Yeah, large window. We're going to put very large windows on these visitation areas here, all the way along to the end up to there. Okay, as you can see, I think we'll have a little one in the police station like that, but we're not going to have one in the solitary. Pretty much that's the only place we're going to have one. We could have one in the chief's office, maybe. Put one there and there, maybe. There and there. Yeah, why not? So you can look out. That's okay. Obviously, we're not going to have one in the armory because that would just be silly. And this one around here, we don't need one around there. We could have windows in this canteen, but I like the idea of it being just sort of, imagine it sort of all dark and stuff inside when you go in. Not dark, that's the wrong term, but just like sort of mood lighting. So windows would break that. Anyway, let me just plumb these two in. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and I'm going to dismantle the metal detectors. So you're probably thinking, oh, hang on, oh, why are you dismantling the metal detectors? Well, the reason for that is because someone not rightly pointed out, but someone made a suggestion that this prison is flawed in so many ways, and I totally agree. No arguments at all with that statement. However, they also pointed out that having metal detectors goes a little bit against what we're trying to achieve here, which, after all, is a prison. We have to keep that in mind, yes, but however, we are trying to make something just a little bit different, like a little town sort of thing, which has been done before, but I've never really seen one that looks like a town but actually functions. So I don't know. We'll have to see, won't we? Anyway, so the idea is to get rid of them and don't have any metal detectors. Basically only do shakedowns and things like that. That's the idea. Now I might go back on what I said there. I might end up putting them back in if we have too many problems with stuff getting stolen. But we will see, won't we? Now, I do have a clone tool, so let's see if I can clone. How big an area can I clone? I can clone an area. That ain't big enough, okay? So, yeah, I'm just going to cancel that. Let's just close that clone tool. First, I need to build the foundations first, so I'll put the foundations in. Now, the foundations are, I believe, it's like... Yeah, let me just check this. So it's walls, and it is a total of 15 by 17. So it should be that. If I cancel that and cancel up it there, it should be, that should be 15 by 17 there. 15 by 17 it is, and then obviously we've got these bits that stick out like so. There we go. So we'll might as well put them in. Like that. There we go. So we'll just go to foundations and then building, and then we'll just shove all these in here. We'll pause it for a moment while we place this, because it makes it easy to do. There's that, and there's that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably make 4 of them. So we'll do that there. Now just make sure that this is right. 1, 2, gap of 2, then 4 is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 it is. There we go, and 5. Then on this side of 5, and this side of 5. There we go. Then we'll basically copy the same idea, the whole thing here on this side, and that'll make us 4 cell blocks, which should be more than enough to get the prisoners in. In fact, obviously we've got 8 prisoners that we can handle, so it's more than enough. Anyway, we're going to go to normal door because we don't have any sort of solitary or any sort of jail doors on these, which is, again, a flaw, but it's part of the design, so we'll go with it, and then we'll put this in like that, and then that'll make all of these buildings construct. Now I'm going to go to materials and then to our brick wall, and I'm going to put the brick wall in the area around here. Now this is obviously our sort of holding cell type thing. That's a holding cell. This is our police station, you could call it, with security, with an armory. It basically holds everything that you would class as security. It really shows you the flexibility of the way the game is made, or basically the theme of the game, which is basically, if you take, you know, it is prison. You know, the theme is, you know, prison, but the actual mechanics of the game just very universal in terms of, you know, we can make a town with the way you can build stuff. You know, I reckon it could very easily be modded, and I'm sure that once the game is actually close to completion, people will start modding it a lot more. Anyway, let's go to holding cell. I'm going to change all of that there to holding cell. And we're going to go to solitary, and then obviously we're going to designate all these as solitary here, which we do have probably the same amount of solitary cells, maybe a little bit less, but yeah, well, that's okay. Then we're going to go to solitary door and put one on there and there, and the reason I'm going to put them on there is because we need sort of fairly large doors, and they're the most. The solitary doors are the heaviest and most robust doors to cover the armory there. So obviously the armory is not something I want just, you know, opened up to anyone. However, these ones here we're going to start just put using normal doors on there, I think, and we'll put a cell door on there, and then we'll put a staff door on there. It wouldn't make sense to have like a cell door right there in the sort of reception area. That doesn't really work out. Right, let me go to the toilets, and we'll put the toilets in. I think we'll go there and there. Then we're going to put some shower heads there and there. And obviously we need to fill that with drains as well, like so. And then we need to put in this thing at least a toilet and a bench. Obviously we'll plan the toilet. The bench can go, I think either side really. I think either side, just sort of there and there. I think that's it, and I think we'll allow them one phone call thing. We'll put it in the centre one phone booth, and there we go, there's that. So what we're going to do in here, we could put a bench. No, we don't want a bench. We want a bench there. No, we don't want a bench there. We want seats. We want actual chairs. So if oh, we could use sofas. No, that seems a bit too posh for a police station. We'll have chairs. There we go, there's some chairs. Then this is going to be like a... not a desk for where the police will be, so I'll just put like 2 office desks there. Put 3 office desks. That's like a big counter basically that goes across, and I think that will do it nicely. Right, so there's that, and then in here is going to be CCTV. I'm not going to bother with that. Then we'll go to the beds, and I think we'll put beds in the solitary here. How much money have I got? I haven't really checked on this. I have, oh, more than enough. I have 90, oh, not really more than enough actually, now that I look at it. We have 95,000 generic credits, which should be enough to finish this. Not finish this, rather, but get what I need before we get prisoners in. But I have to be very aware that I am spending money very, very fast. So anyway, let me go over here. Let's go to materials and then to brick wall. We're going to bring a brick wall in, up to there, and then up to there. Now, this back bit is going to be, I believe it was a cleaning cupboard. So we're going to go to objects and then to door, and we'll put a door there and a door there, and then obviously there's already a door in there, and then this will be our laundry area. So we're just going to designate that first by going to rooms and then to cleaning cupboard. So then we'll designate all that as cleaning cupboard there. Then we'll go to laundry as well and designate all that as laundry. There we go. Obviously that's going to give us what we need to do. So in this, let me just minimize that so it's more contextual. We need a laundry machine, we need a laundry basket and the ironing board. So the laundry machine, we're going to, instead of put down around the top, I'm going to put them like sort of staggered like this. I don't know why, it just seems to look alright. It's like a bit of a laundrette. Shame you can't spin them around. I hope that's changed at some point where you can spin the laundry machines around, because at the moment you just can't. And then we'll have our, I think, table. We'll have a table right down the middle here, like so. 2 tables down the middle. Then we'll have ironing boards that go basically on the back wall here. We only need a couple. Sadly, let me cancel them because we need to change them about. Probably, actually I might redesign. I might redesign. Do I put them like that? I cancel that and put them maybe there, there, and there. We only really need 4 ironing boards. That's okay. And then we need to go to the laundry baskets and then basically do that. And there we go. There's more than enough laundry baskets for that task. Right, there's that. So we'll just plumb them up. So we'll run the electrical cables down and then in, like so. And then basically run the same thing like that. We're going to run small pipe up, straight into them, and then plumb them in like so. And there's that all done. So that's our laundry done. We should really take a grant at some point, so I'll have a look at grant. What's that? You've installed the effort. We have supplied some of... Ah, okay. What's actually happened is here, I've actually got the extra grants mod installed and it's been updated, so I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that because I think there's enough grants in the game at the moment especially with Alpha 19, to really do what I need to do. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm not going to take any grants. I'll turn that off before the next recording. So anyway, let me plumb I'm gonna have to plan this off, and this is sort of difficult in a way because can I use the clone tool? Let's try and use the clone tool. So it's right click to that. See, it doesn't go any further than that. See, I can right click to that. See, it's still missing a section off. If I do that, would it function? Would it work if I do that? See, it's only gonna, even if I use the clone tool, it's still only gonna be that little bit there, and then I have to remove the clone tool, and I'll try it. So there, and there, and then there. Okay. Okay, I'll give you that. That seemed to work. Okay, fair enough. Let me try that a bit more then. So basically from there. And from there. And from there. Alright. Alright, I'll admit that works. Alright, okay, hands up, that functions perfectly fine. So, yeah, we might use the clone tool more often now. Anyway, I need to put the fancy tiles in. Can't forget the fancy tiles, like so. And then obviously we're going to put the... we'll cancel down the centre, because we don't need to do that. Technically, there's other bits we need to cancel as well, but we know what, I'm being really inefficient about it. If I wanted to be efficient, I could have sort of done it a different way. I could have been a lot smarter about it, but whatever. We've got a lot of money, so I don't really need to bother with that. So there's that other cell block. So that's 2 cell blocks pretty much done. So I'm not going to furnish these other ones. I'm going to drag the cable in, however, to there. And then we will just put the cables in like so. And this will power up the entire thing. Then obviously we're going to run our small pipe down either side, because that pretty much connects everything up. Is that how I've done it? Yeah, it's exactly how I've done it. So we'll run it down. And then into there, there. And then finally into there. And that is our other cell block completed. So we've got 2 cell blocks, and then we've got these 2 as well. Obviously, these ones up here, these need to be plumbed in as well, which is, that task is now completed. This area is for CCTV, which we're not going, well, we are going to have, but not at the moment. I'm not going to bother putting it in. This is going to be our, what would you call it? Sort of like it's our armory, isn't it? It's the armory, but it's the police station's armory, so I'll put it in there. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to actually have this road in the centre lit. I'm going to actually light it up with street lights and such. And I was trying to think of the best way of doing it, and I think it's just a case of, I could measure it. I did actually look at it and measure it out. Right, how could we do this? How could we make it so it's sort of measured out? So maybe every 10 or whatever I'd have a light. But it didn't work, because when you come to entrances like around here, it would just overlap each other and it would look just a bit dodgy, so I didn't bother with it. And I'm not going to. So instead I'm just going to put lights where there are corners and such like that. So there's a corner there, we put lights there. There's an entrance, like a little pathway here, so we put lights there. That's the way I'm going to have to do it. So that's the way I have done it. There we go. I'm not going to put them on here, on this path here, because that means the prisoners would have to walk around them and such, and it's a bit of a logistical problem, which I'm getting around by doing it like that. Anyway, these 2 areas are going to be security officers, even though they don't really do anything. So, firstly, what shall I do? Shall I do that? I could do, but I should really put the toilets on up here, because then that means that this area is complete. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to run back through the prison, through Genericsville, to see, it is a prison after all, I guess, and see exactly what we have, and more importantly, what we need. So let me just put the toilets in like so. We'll go utilities, and then to the small pipe, water pipe rather, and we might be able to get away with running a pipe straight across like that. It might work, it might not, but we'll see what happens there. It might run out of flow. This, speaking of floor, that one's not actually connected to there, which is why it's not functioning. There we go. That one's saying it's got no electricity, and that's because it hasn't, so we'll just drag that into there. There we go. I'm going to need to put a cable along there anyway for the CCTV, so that doesn't really matter. Right. Looks like the laundry is all up and running. That's fine. Let's have a quick check. So this cell, yeah, the cells are working fine. They're all put in. They're all done. They are designated. Are they designated as the right thing? It looks like it, yeah. I can see a bit of text underneath that grill. For some reason the grill covers what the designation is. But yes, that's fine. So that functions okay. Let me just cancel off all of that. Hang on, just cancel that, and we'll cancel off all of that. There we go. That's the planning. We can cancel, to be honest, all of these paths and such. We can cancel off because we've already done them. There we go. And then up here, and then down there. And for some reason, that one isn't placed. I don't know why that one hasn't been done. Strange. Right, concrete tile. There we go. Might as well run the concrete tiles along here like so. This is like going all the way along the outside. I don't know what I'm going to do on the bottom bit here, but we'll see. Then we'll connect that up there, and then that's pretty much most of the walkways put in. I'll put the walkways in here, but since these rooms do nothing, I don't really know what to do. We'll put this walkway all the way down to the bottom there. And then in there. Right, so let me just have a bit of a think. What do we need? What do we actually need? Well, I think when we have visitation, we have laundry, we have everything that we really need to for the prison to function. Oh, look at that. That's a very nice forest. We also have the canteen with a kitchen, this bit at the top here, which isn't really anything. It's just like a toilet block, isn't it? And yeah, I think that's okay. We've got obviously the teaching area here that we don't need, but it would be nice. This area is the main thing, isn't it? This is where we need to put our recreational facilities. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to planning. We're going to plan this off. So if we have like a bit of an entrance, like so, I'm thinking maybe an office desk here, like that. An office desk here, because that would make a bit of logical sense. And then we'll have the wall that goes down to there. Then we'll have like a double entrance in here. Then that'll open up into a very large recreation area, which will be something like that. This is just sort of guesstimating it. Then we'll have another area here, which will be sectioned off, which will be like a gym. I'll put some gym equipment in there. Then we'll have like, we could have showers in here. We could have that. We could have a separate shower block, which would make sense next to a gym. So we will put it so it's sort of like, we'll have it more of an open shower block, so we'll have it maybe, it goes in, or do you want to access the shower from the gym? I think that would make more sense, wouldn't it? So you access the shower from the gym, you go in, and then it has separate, well, we'll just have it like that, I think. I don't think we need anything more than that. Like that there. And all this will just be sort of shower heads down either side. I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. Then this area here will be, you know what, we'll just do that. We'll just have this as a very large recreation area and put like maybe pool tables down here, televisions up there. You get the idea. I think that will do us nicely. Okay. And this obviously will be a gym. Let me just double check the gym equipment. Make sure we can put it in the, I say gym equipment, you can only put weights bench in. So we'll put maybe weights benches in like that. There we go, yeah, that's fine. And we'll put them up to here, like that. What we'll do is we'll change the wall, so the wall is a little bit more centralized, like so, and then that makes sense. The reason I've got this little bit here, don't know. That would be a locker room, right? So, you know, it makes a little bit of sense to me. Right, let me just go to materials and then to brick walls. Obviously, we'll put the brick walls in, and that'll section off all the bits I've just planned, like so. We'll also put this bit up here. I was going to have more than one entrance, but it seems to have worked out that we're only going to have one, so yeah, deal with it. Right, let's go to utilities. Electrical cable. We'll drag an electrical cable in right down the bottom here. That should pretty much power up everything, apart from this separate room, so we might have to connect it up like that. We'll see what happens. Water pipe is going to be a bit of a problem, but we're going to run it probably down like that, and then we'll run it across and then down. That should hopefully function, but we will see. So we need to put in a couple of things. We need to, actually the best thing to do is to go to rooms first, and then to the shower. Designate all that as shower, and then we'll designate everything else as common room, really. So all of that is common room there. All of that bit is common room there. All of this is common room. All of that is common room as well. There we go. So that's all one common room. This is like a, I don't know what you would even call it. Just like an entrance, isn't it? We'll put sort of double doors on there. Double entrance, double doors. Put a door there. Oh, we've already got a door there. Put a door there. And put a door there. There we go. Very nice. Then I think we'll put some benches along this side. It makes a bit of sense. Like so. And then we will put like a little office desk here. For reasons. Okay, so this is the shower. Obviously it's missing shower heads, so we will rectify that by minimizing that so we can see a bit better. Shower heads down the center, down the left and right, and in the center we're going to run the drain up to there. In fact, I might as well just drain the whole thing. Why not? There we go. And then in here, technically, we'd have lockers and such. But since we don't have lockers, since the only locker that we really have is a guard locker, and I don't really want to put guard lockers in here because it would give them free access to certain things that they may not want. In fact, I think the weapons rack would allow that, but the guard locker, I think that increases other things. Because I don't know, I'm going to use filing cabinets, okay? Guard locker is what I really would like. You know what? Is that a good idea? See, guard locker, when it doesn't tell me what it does. I'm pretty sure a guard locker is for your security. Let me just run up here and see if I can place it. Let's have a quick look. Weapon rack doesn't tell me what it does either. We're going to go to rooms and then to our armory. We're going to designate all that as armory. And it's going to shout weapon rack, guard locker, and table. Now, I'm pretty sure a guard locker is what increases the increases how many armed guards you can have. I'm pretty sure that's what a guard locker does. However, as I'm not entirely sure, I don't really want to risk placing them. So I'm going to use filing cabinets. I might come back to that. I might change it because obviously guard locker looks like a locker. That's the whole point. It actually looks like a safe, to be honest with you. But it looks lockerish, which is what we'd have in this changing room area. But since I think that might be a bit of a problem, I'm going to leave it like that. Right. That we need to do is go to our objects and then minimize that. We need to go to pool table, and we'll probably put like a pool hall down here so we can sort of do that. I think that makes sense, and that looks okay as well. Yes, I really like the look at that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some benches around here, so we'll put them maybe there and then there and then there. And we're going to put televisions pretty much right across the center there like that, and I think that'll do us nicely. Then I think we'll have televisions. We could put double benches, couldn't we? Just have televisions either side. Yeah, we really could. This is more of just a like sort of generic recreational facility, stroke sports hall, stroke everything else you can imagine. Then we're just going to put phone booths in a bit of a weird way like that. I think no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think the best place to put them would be to have them probably like this. We'll have them side by side like that. Actually, we'll do them a bit better so I'm not breaking my finger trying to place them. I think that makes more sense, and it looks okay as well, which is a bonus. There we go, which is like a big fawn area. And then we'll just put some seats here for no reason at all, other than because we can. Right, there we go. That's our recreational facility. So that should really... I can't imagine that having it. I can't imagine the prisoners having any problem with that. That seems alright to me. Lots of televisions, lots of phone booths, lots of pool tables, gym in there. We got shower as well, and some filing cabinets to store stuff. You know, that works, right? And then this is obviously like the reception thing, which I haven't designated with anything. Let me just go to my materials and then to the concrete tiles. We'll designate that as concrete tiles. We're going to put tiles in there later because I am, after all, on 50,000 generic credits and I've got a lot more to build. So I think we will just go to foundation building, and then we're going to pause it for a moment while I just build this section at the back here, because it's a little bit dodgy when you keep it on normal speed and you try to do that. There we go, that's that placed. We've obviously got materials and concrete tiles, put a concrete tile there, and then they're going to go ahead and build that. Looks like things are getting a bit dirty, so we need the prisoners to go to work in the cleaning cupboard and actually be, you know, cleaners in this place. I must confess to you, the job prospects in this place, in this town, in Genericsville, are not great. You can either work in the cleaning cupboard, so you can be a janitor, or you can be a cleaner, road sweeper, whatever. You can work in the laundrette. You can work in the sort of sawmill stroke factory we've got here. And you can work in the kitchen, which, yes, I am going to say now, I'm going to have prisoners work in the kitchen, or at least attempt to. Every time I've tried to do it, it doesn't work. However, I'll do my best to try and make it work this one, because it just fits the idea and theme of the prison. Anyway, let me just go to classroom, and we'll designate all of that as classroom there. Obviously, it's now shouting at me because I haven't got any electricity in there, which I will fix by doing that. And then I'll go to objects and then to school desk, and then we'll place the school desks all the way along there and basically do all of the rows. I believe we can fit in, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6, 12, 18 prisoners in total, which is okay because the maximum is 20. I'm pretty much the dead on. Now, where do we have the office desk? I think we'll just have it like that. There we go. And that is the classroom. Yes, for some reason, the limit on pretty much everything is 20. So 20 in the laundry, 20 in the cleaning cupboard, 20 working in there, 20 working in there. It's always 20 for some reason. I don't know why. This is the psychologist, and I was thinking of moving him. I know I said in the previous episode, or maybe the one before that, that I was going to keep him where he was, but I'm sort of growing to the idea that maybe moving him to here might work. This is our infirmary, and I was going to have that there, but then I could also change this to the infirmary as well and have him at the back of the infirmary, and then have this as just a morgue, but I don't know. I'm not really too sure. I'm going to have a think about that. Anyway, I think we will leave it there. We've got some nice building here. We've got a lot of things done. We've got the classroom done. We've got the common room all done and all nice and laid out. We've got this built, which I'm very happy that the clone tool functions correctly. I normally don't bother with it because I can normally do it faster manually, but yeah, I think in this case it's been proven that I should really use the clone tool because it just seems to work. In fact, let me just do it once more. So we'll designate all of that again, like so. Hang on, that from there. It is from there to there, and it is there, and then to there, and then to there. Hang on. From there to there, like so. Yeah, it just seems to work, doesn't it? It just works. It just works. And there. And there. And there. Sweet. Right. Like I say, we'll leave it there. Next episode, we will get prisoners. That is going to be the prisoner turning up episode. I know normally I plan everything off in the first video, and then the second episode we build most of it, and the third we get prisoners. Obviously we're on a little bit later for getting prisoners, but this is completely different to anything I've made. I wanted to make sure that we've got everything up and running and all sorted, and it's just taking a lot more thinking to, you know, to actually build stuff. That's wrong. Let me dismantle that. Yeah, it's actually taken me a lot more, you know, time to think about what we need to do and get it right. And I think getting it right in the first instance is preferable to actually just going, nah, making just a crappy little section that's not really going to function and then burn down. And although you might think that's interesting, I'm not really one for that. If you want that, I'm sure there's plenty of other videos that do that. Anyway, let's leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care, and generic partings.